How's it going, everyone? So this video is going to be on a combinational binary to BCD that I made, and this is using very similar cells to my serial binary to BCD, but the issue with that one is after I left the world, it got corrupted and I lost the file because of the way I built the thing. So I had to rebuild it, making sure that I built it with the rules of the corruption in mind so that it wouldn't do that. So basically now this is the rebuild of it here that I'm working on, and it hasn't corrupted and it won't corrupt anymore because I built it differently. And the reason is you can't place modded components on a board and then stack that board. You basically have to do all your stacking and then place the modded components on it afterwards. So that's what I did here. And then that prevents it from bugging out. And anyway, so I used those cells and I made a combinational one by basically hooking up 5 of these cells in a row but vertically. And then it turns out the way that I like having the most significant bit up here, the least significant bit up here is not the way you want to do it when you're trying to carry this way, obviously. So I had to use some pegs up here and use like the cross pattern there to swap them, where this one goes there, that one goes there, and the 2 middle ones cross, and that flips all the bits, so then it would carry this way correctly. And so basically I made 5 of them here so that it would be able to do a max of 5 decimal digits. And then you basically I put all that on a red cell here, and then I copied that red cell and pasted that red cell here, offset by 1, so I had access to this first input up here. And then I did that again, where I have access to the first input up here, access there, and then access to these last ones up here for the last few bits of the binary, being able to go in here. And then now this is able to display 3 digits, but if I hooked up a few more of these cells, enough to where it overlapped here, this middle line would overlap and be the last one, then it would be enough to be able to do all 5 digits across like that. But anyway, I'll show you. Oh, and then it comes to this last decoder here, which is a decoder which takes 0 through 9 instead of 1 through 9, so that's why there's an extra bit here for all zeros. And then it will display it encodes the 0 or the 1 or whatever into a 7 seg, so you can actually see what it is. So for instance, there's 1, 2, 3, 7, 15, but watch this. If I make 10, you see that there's no 0 here, but then there's 1 and then the 0. So it doesn't delete the 0 when we need it. It deletes the 0 when it's not necessary. So it removes the leading zeros. And so yeah, let's try some more inputs here. So there's 64, there's 69. She inverse is 69. And we get some flickering. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if it's because it's such a high clock rate that I'm running it at, but like, if I do rate, let's do like 10, just to show you how slow. Like, this would be Minecraft speeds. I don't know how that was synchronous. I really don't know how that's synchronous because these inputs aren't synchronous in. This input comes in 2 ticks before this one does. Same with this one, same with that one, same with that one, same with that one. So maybe it's more pronounced if we just do single digits. 1, 2, 3. But I'm assuming once we get like 10. But yeah, then we can go back to a high tick rate. Let's do like 100,000. Then instant. Yeah, so that's just how this works. And so the reason this is able to be done combinationally instead of serially is because all the shifting is done manually by literally physically shifting over these cells one at a time, whereas the serial one is shifted by, you take the output, it goes into you take the input stream, it goes through the decoder, the output comes out here from that bit and then gets shifted up 1 like that. So the shifting here is able to be done much more compact. Like, this is for 6 binary digits, So if you had enough binary going, or 6 decimal digits, so if you had enough binary going in, this would be able to represent up to 6 decimal digits, so like 9999999, whereas this is only able to do 5, because this is only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But of course I can add more cells, but then you see just how big this thing becomes compared to the the serial one, which is quicker. Well, it's not quicker, it takes longer to compute over time. This will take it's 3 ticks per cell, so however many cells you want, or so however many bits you have going in, you have to multiply by 3, and that gets you your total tick delay for how long that's going to take. Whereas this, each one of these cells is 2 ticks of delay, so you just need to add it up. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then 11, 12, yeah, so like 12 ticks of delay max to get through this. Whereas the shortest would be to here, which would be 2, 3, 4 ticks, or 2 ticks going through. Yeah. So yeah, this one updates the quickest. Yeah. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you guys want to know anything else, or want like the schematics or anything for the files for these, I'll be happy to give them to you. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.